Aquest any és el 4711. És l'any de la serp d'aigua, per no fugir del territori xinès, que implica saviesa, canvi de pell i ganes d'obtenir nous coneixements. La saviesa ens du a la ciència ens du als científics. I què fa un científic? Molts de vosaltres ho sou. Què fa? Com els veu la gent? Són com els de Big Bang Theory, tots els científics. És una persona normal, com és percebuda. La Sílvia Simon, que és directora de la Càtedra de Cultura Científica i Comunicació Digital de l'UDG, és a dir, SSCCCC, és l'anagrama de la seva vida, també és professora de l'Institut de Química Computacional i treballa des de fa molts anys en la comunicació científica. Soc una científica, com em veieu, la Sílvia Simon.
It was 5 years ago. I was in an outreach activity with children here in Girona. And I introduced myself as a scientist. And the first comment I got was, "Really? You don't look like one of them." I said, "Okay, what?" Then I've been hearing this sentence time to time. When my children, my own children, are asked at the school, what is the job of your parents? They say, "Oh, my mother is a scientist at the University of Girona." But their friends say, "No, your mother, it's normal. He doesn't look like one of them." So I just start to wonder what "them" means. Researchers' Night is an activity we are performing here in Girona, the last Friday of September. The main objective of this outreach activity is just to show scientists as normal people with normal lives. So within this project, we just said, okay, let's go to ask to the children what they think about scientists. And which is the best way to ask to a child how it's a scientist? Just asking them to draw a scientist. So during the last 4 years, we have been collecting around 2,000 drawings of different childs from Catalonia, from children from 6 to 12 years old. In one drawing, we can analyze different things. For example, how these scientists are wearing, which instruments are they using? Are they working in a lab or outside? This was first edition. This is my son's drawing. When I saw this picture, I was really surprised. And I said, "You are living with a scientist." Which is, how can you draw this kind of picture? And he told me a very nice answer, a very logical answer. He told me, I was asked to draw a scientist. So I know that scientists have a special wearing. They are wearing a white coat. I know that scientists are performing experiments. That means that they are working with this kind of instruments. Sometimes I know that they are a little crazy, freaky, I don't know which is the right word. So I just draw some curly, crazy hair. And what is important, Mom, I know that they are intelligent. So I just decide to draw a very big head. Well, this is very nice. So I'm really worried about if my son is drawing me with a white coat. I am a computational chemist. I never wear a white coat. So I am really worried about this. No. I think this is not the things that we should worry. There are other things. For example, Gender. What are our children drawing? Men, women, they are drawing more men than women. But while girls are drawing women and men, I think that the problem is that boys are only drawing men. Another question, attitude. How are our children see the scientist? With positive attitude. Well, half of them is the concept they have about scientists. But, however, there are still many drawings referring to a scientist as a crazy boy, as crazy people, and what I think it's even worse, with a very negative attitude. Let's have an exercise. For example, let's put on Google scientist. We can see these are the 100 first pictures I found in Google, and we find out the same picture that our children were drawing. Not many women, only at 20%. A lot of crazy hair. So our children are depicting what they can find in a real society. But what about society? How does society perceive scientists? There is a very recent survey at their place where they ask to the society what they think about the different functions they are developing in different jobs, in different institutions. There are plenty of institutions, so scientists are really very, very happy. We are the winners. So society thinks that we are performing very well. But not only this, we have been improving our functions from time to time in the last half year. Why? Well, I think that normally people used to favor the weakest. I like very much this picture. We got this picture in last year edition, and here I think that scientifics are very well represented. This is a little boy who I suppose is waiting for his mother. His mother has been working almost the whole night. It's 12 o'clock at midnight. Everything is spread on the floor. That means that science is not easy. He has plenty of wrinkles in his eyes. So being a scientist, everybody knows that it's not easy. So maybe this is why we are on the first position in the ranking. But let's go to my first question. How do you see me? I think with that we need to identify people. We need to identify jobs. This picture, for example. There are 4 different scientists looking at the same item. We can see in a very easy way that the first one with white coat, crazy hair, it's a chemist. The third one, a very well-dressed woman, it's the economist. So I think that it really doesn't matter how children see me. The other day, my 5-year-old daughter told me, "Mom, I also want to be a chemist." Oh, I was really proud. And I said, well, we are going to the right direction. But, no, Mom, no. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to work in a computer the whole day. What I want is to be like them. I want to perform experiments. But I still was very proud. It doesn't matter if she preferred to be on a computer or on experiments. So, how do you see me? Again, I think that it doesn't matter. What it really matters is the values that we are giving to our children, to our society. We need to have a society with scientific culture. We need to have a society very well informed. And what we need is to have a more democratic society. So thank you very much.
Bé, les preguntes te les puc fer en català, no?
Sí.
Escolta, quants nens aproximadament han participat en aquest concurs de dibuix que heu fet al llarg dels anys?
Cap a 2.000, 2.500, entre tots.
Entre tots. Més o menys nens i nenes per igual, no?
Per igual, sembla que era exactament un 50%.
Realment és molt interessant veure la percepció que hi ha, no? Escolta, crec que heu fet estudis també en altres països d'Europa. Com es compara el que es veuen aquí respecte a altres llocs? És més o menys igual la percepció?
Bueno, una cosa que, per cert, aprofito per dir-ho perquè me n'he descuidat, és que justament aquesta imatge que hem vist dels científics, la que va dibuixar el meu fill, és la mateixa que ja dibuixàvem fa 50 anys, és la mateixa, o aproximadament la mateixa que dibuixen en altres països, tenim estudis de Grècia, tenim estudis de Dinamarca, per tant, és el que jo crec que ells han de representar alguna cosa.
Molt bé, només una qüestió. La Sílvia és una gran treballadora. Jo crec que només és que aquell dibuix no et reflexava bé. Tu tens el costum no de treballar a les 12 de la nit, sinó a les 5 de la matinada. Res més. Moltes gràcies i una felicitació.
Gràcies.